find yourself struggling to get your fingers to do what your brain is telling them to do? You want to play your favorite songs and you want to play them smoothly. How do you get to the point where you can do that? Now, I've talked before on this channel about how many folks take piano lessons and they end up quitting. Folks that started when they were a kid and then they quit, or adult beginners who stopped their lessons. Some students, especially the impatient ones, I believe they would stick to the piano for a longer time if they were not subjected to the boredom of piano exercises, at least not in the beginning. A lot of teachers will start you playing scales and things right from the start. But when I teach piano, I always start by showing you how to play chords, how to play simple chord progressions, and how to play your favorite songs right from the start. After you've been doing this for a while, at some point, you see the need to improve your dexterity. And the best way to do that is by using finger exercises on the piano. Finger exercises can yield tremendous results, and they don't have to be boring or tedious. They can actually be fun. But the trick is to get yourself a plan and stick to it just for a few minutes every day. It's the daily practice that counts, whether it be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 8 hours. Well, you may not want to do 8 hours of piano exercises. I certainly don't. I already have a playlist on this channel titled Piano Technique and another one titled Scale Exercises. But what I'd like to do here is present a video series. I don't know how many videos this is going to take, maybe 3 or 4. And this will give you a step-by-step process for developing your technique. That is your dexterity, your finger strength and flexibility. My plan here is to take you on a journey. So imagine this, if you will. We're going to get on the piano technique train. Right now, we're at the very beginning, and we're going to make 3 main stops. First, we're going to go to 5-finger exercise land. Then we're going to stop at the scale station. And then finally, we will go to arpeggio world. So we begin in the land of the 5-finger exercise. These exercises are designed to help you acquire independence and evenness of your fingers. And the following exercises that I'm going to show you are taken from a little book that was first published over 200 years ago. And it bears the rather unimaginative title, Preparatory Exercises, 5-Finger Exercises for the Piano, by Alois Schmidt. Now, he was a German composer and piano teacher. This book's also known as Schmidt, 5-Finger Exercises, or Etudes, Opus 16, by Schmidt. With a minimum of note reading, you'll be able to get into these exercises quickly and easily. I would recommend that you purchase this book from Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description. Here's how we're going to proceed. We will practice each hand separately and start very slowly. Then you'll practice hands together. Once again, slowly at first, keeping your hands steady and quiet. And you want to aim for an even sound for each note. You don't want certain notes to stick out. Now, Schmidt, he recommends playing each exercise 10 or 20 times. You can set your own number of times. If you want to do 5 times, 10 times, whatever you want to do. But then later on, you want to transpose these exercises to different keys using the same fingering. So in this video, we're just going to play through the first 10 exercises. An extended play-along version will be made available for my Patreon supporters. And let's take a look at some of these 5-finger exercises as taken from the book by Alois Schmidt. So remember, we're going to begin these exercises by playing one hand alone, then both hands together, always starting slowly. So I'm going to play them 2 hands together right from the start, but when you play through these, I would strongly suggest you start with one hand at a time. Here's exercise 1. It's just your basic up 5 notes and then back down. Very straightforward. Now, Schmidt recommends that you play this 10 or 20 times. You may decide to just play it 10 times, 5 times. The idea is to keep your hands steady and quiet and have the notes come out as evenly as possible. Now, exercise 2 is basically exercise 1 upside down. I'm going a little too fast here. If you're just getting started with this, you may end up playing these exercises at this pace, and that's okay. You're aiming for that even sound. So exercise 1 and 2 are fairly straightforward. You shouldn't have any difficulty learning them. But this is the beginning of our journey into 5-finger exercise land. Now, exercise 3, we begin playing some different patterns. We're going to train your muscles here, muscle memory as it were. Here's how exercise 3 sounds. I'll play it very slowly. Now, I only played it through twice. You, of course, can play it through as many times as you like. Remember, Schmidt, he recommends 10 or 20 times. But it may take you a little while to get the coordination down if you've never done a thing like this before. You have to think very carefully. So no matter how slowly you have to go in order to get it, I would encourage you to start at that very slow speed and then gradually speed it up. But meanwhile, all the while, keeping the sound level. Exercise 4 is basically exercise 3 upside down. And notice that my fingers are curved, but not overly curved, and no tension. And I'm also avoiding playing with completely flat fingers like this. We don't want to play this way. We want our fingers to be curved. Exercise 5, another different pattern. Then exercise 6 is basically exercise 5 turned upside down. Exercise number 7. I just played that one through once. And then number 8. We have 2 more that we're going to do just very briefly. Here's number 9. And then number 10. So this should be enough to get you started. Just these 10 exercises. Now, once again, I encourage you to buy the book. You can get it on Amazon.com. I will put a link to where you can get that book. There's a lot more exercises like this in the book. And I'll demonstrate some of the more difficult ones as we go along. Then there are some exercises where we learn about crossing the thumb, and that prepares you for playing scales and arpeggios. Thanks for playing along. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comment section. My goal, of course, is to enable you to play your favorite songs. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.